I work as a court bailiff and witnessed sibling rivalry when Paisley and Jagger showed up to fight over their grandmother's will, but nobody told them Grandma Beatrice was alive eating McDonald's in the parking lot. These two had been circling their 84-year-old grandmother like vultures for months, taking photos of her antiques when she wasn't looking, even though she was sharp enough to beat them both at poker every Sunday. Paisley hired a lawyer, charging $600 an hour to present a PowerPoint titled Feminine Inheritance Rights, complete with photos of herself posing with grandmother's teacups, trying to prove her emotional connection to fine china. Her presentation included pie charts about emotional attachment levels and a timeline showing she'd visited grandmother 3 times in the past year, twice to measure furniture with a tape measure. Jagger's attorney brought blueprints showing how grandmother's antique dining set would fit in his bachelor pad, plus a PowerPoint about his superior spatial awareness and masculine furniture appreciation abilities. Both legal teams were treating this living woman's belongings like a corporate merger, while Judge Knox kept shooting me looks like, "Is this really my Tuesday afternoon?" Paisley stood up and testified, "Your Honor, my grandmother and I share a sacred feminine bond through mutual appreciation of delicate household aesthetics," which was code for, "I want her expensive stuff." Jagger fired back, "Your Honor, as the male heir, I'm genetically programmed to appreciate tools and furniture," then showed measurements he'd taken of grandmother's living room. Judge Knox looked exhausted and asked, "Where exactly is Mrs. Beatrice Thompson right now?" And Paisley said with fake sadness, "She's in memory care. Your Honor hasn't recognized us in months." Jagger jumped in, "Complete vegetable. Your Honor can barely remember her own name." And both lawyers nodded solemnly, like they were discussing a medical tragedy instead of planning to rob a living woman. Both attorneys started presenting fabricated medical evidence about grandmother's mental decline when suddenly the courtroom doors exploded open. This tiny 84-year-old woman with a walker comes charging through, moving faster than most teenagers, with pure determination and righteous fury in every step. Grandma Beatrice shuffled straight to Judge Knox's bench, slammed her walker down, and announced, "Excuse me, young man. I'm looking for my 2 backstabbing, grave-robbing grandchildren who apparently think I'm 6 feet under." Judge Knox's jaw hit his desk. "Ma'am, are you Beatrice Thompson?" And she replied, "Last time I checked, unless someone stole my identity while I was getting coffee and a Big Mac," which wouldn't surprise me with these 2 scheming buzzards. Paisley's face drained of blood. "Grandma, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in memory care." And Beatrice spun around. "What am I doing here? Maybe I should ask what you're doing here, auctioning off my china while I'm still eating dinner on it." Jagger tried smooth talking. "Grandma, we were just planning for future possibilities." And Beatrice said, "I caught you measuring my antique armoire last Sunday while I was pretending to watch television." She shuffled to Paisley. "I may be 84, but I'm not blind. I heard you telling your book club that I'm basically a drooling vegetable waiting to die." Then she pointed at Jagger. "And you brought a tape measure to Easter dinner, thinking I wouldn't notice you measuring my grandfather's desk." Judge Knox was fighting a huge grin and asked, "Mrs. Thompson, would you say you're of sound mind?" And she shot back, "More sound than these 2 circus performers who hired lawyers to steal my belongings while I was at the beauty parlor." Beatrice reached into her purse and pulled out a paper. "Your Honor, since my loving grandchildren are so eager to inherit my possessions, I spent this morning adjusting my will." Both kids started sweating while their lawyers watched their billable hours evaporate. She announced, "Everything I own, including my house, my car, my jewelry, and my entire savings, now goes to my neighbor's orange tabby cat, Mr. Whiskers, because he visits me daily without bringing measuring equipment." Paisley lost it. "Grandma, you cannot leave everything to a cat." And Beatrice replied, "What's insane is you 2 hiring lawyers to fight over my stuff while I'm alive and eavesdropping from a McDonald's parking lot." She turned to Judge Knox. "Your Honor, Mr. Whiskers has shown me more affection than these 2 vultures he brings me dead mice and has never once tried to appraise my furniture." Beatrice shuffled toward the exit, then stopped. "Oh, and children, I'm changing every lock, removing you from all my contacts, and Mr. Whiskers is now my healthcare proxy and next of kin."